right here. I didn't have that up and running. Oh, they didn't actually hear the intro then. Forgot about that. All right. So you guys didn't hear all the intro of everything I just said, but welcome in. Hope you guys enjoyed that little clip right there. Forgot I have to add the camera for them to hear me. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Anyway, yeah, it was fun because I actually mentioned Richard, I should run it again. Second take. Actually, you know what? We're going to forget that all happened because on the podcast it didn't exist. We're going to start it over right now. Shall we?
Yeah.
We're going to do it. Here we go. From Ford Video Guy Studio in Salina, Kansas, it's McArthur Live with Tim Bart and Sarah Davis. With your one and only drone driver, Niles Gridley as moderator, and our special Ridge View is here every week. And also for all the information on ordering and production, Ford news, recalls, debunking all the fake news on social media and whatever's on their mind. Here's your host, Tim and Sarah. Is that better?
Yeah.
All right.
I like the wording the first time around, but yeah, that works.
Yeah, first time. Our drone driver, Niles. There you go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. So anyway, I'll have to remember to do that. So a couple little things I got to do with the video here is got to start the drone footage and then got to start our camera. So, all right. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great day today. And yeah, it's actually turned cold here today.
Yeah,
it was like nice this morning, and then all of a sudden, you better have your. I have the hat on because the wind was just messing with my.
I think it was like 60 or 70.
Yeah, I got a cold front coming through. Going to be cold tomorrow, and then back to warm again. So went from 80 degrees yesterday.
We're supposed to have snow tonight.
Yeah, snow tonight. 80 degrees yesterday, snow tonight. That's Kansas for you. All right. Anyway. Anyway, hopefully you guys are having a great day. And of course, we are recording this for a podcast, just like I mentioned to those who actually listen to the watch the video. We actually reshot that clip because we forgot to turn our mics on. So hopefully you guys having a great day. Another reason you'd want to pre-record, but I do like the flexibility of being able to ad lib right there in that section. So introduce our moderators. So anyway, let's see what else. You did anything special this weekend?
We saw monster trucks.
Monster trucks.
Boys had a blast watching Monster Jam in Wichita. Although we found out if you really want to see a monster truck show, you got to go see a stadium show and not an arena show. Because we saw the arena show and it's good. It is. But at the same time, not as good as a stadium would be because they have more room to do more jumps, more flips, more things.
Yes.
At these, they're limited to the arena.
Yep. So it was a beautiful day, Sunday, and so I was going to get out. I actually, Saturday night, recorded a clip of unboxing the winch and everything, and I'm like, Sunday, I'm going to put this winch on.
Were we there Saturday? Yeah.
Yeah, you came by. And so then I was going to put this winch on Saturday, and then Sunday morning I had church, and I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before, and so I took a little nap in the afternoon instead. And then we decided, hey, wouldn't it be fun to go over to the Tuttle Creek off-road place? I was like, we can head over there, and she's like, well, I need to go run some errands. So she ran some errands, and then by the time she ran her errands, and we headed over there, it was dark by the time we got there. But we did get a chance to see the trail a little bit with the lights. But you're not really supposed to drive around there after dark, so we didn't drive the trails itself. We just kind of got to the top of each of the different. There's like trails go all over up there, so we just kind of got to the top. We could see it with the lights and turn those lights on to see what they look like, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go over there here sometime and check it out. Definitely, so it'll be a blast. Anyway, definitely looks harder than what I thought. It's definitely not a level 1.
Yeah.
So whoever rated that, you need to go back. You didn't do a very good job on the Bronco Trail app, but it looks a little harder. And actually, I've had people say that that would be comparable to some of the trails out in Colorado. So, and just looking at the top of it, I kind of agree. So anyway, we'll check that out at some point. And I got some some mail. Got some sticker
Bronco
swap.
mail.
I need to do this like more often, so I get one every week for you guys. But this one here's from Big Baloo out of Redwood Valley, California. I think some of the people that do sticker swaps with me on Instagram, they don't know that I do the podcast. I don't think. Who knows? Maybe they do. It says, thanks for the swap, Big Baloo. And he sent these stickers. Oh, listen here. Now he's from California, so he's got the surfboard there.
With the pups.
Yep, the dog's there. This is pretty cool. That's a little smaller, and they've got a bigger one with the dogs in it, with the USA flag. So there you go. So go on to Instagram, do sticker swap, like hashtag sticker swap or Bronco, or Auto Illusion does a lot of these for people, and you can get.
I'm getting my lightning done.
So, and then he sent a patch too. I need to do patches. He sent a patch too.
I don't know where you get the patch, so
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe ask him.
I think it might be the same company. I don't know. But, with us, the back of the seats are cloth. But if we sleep in the back of the Bronco, we don't want to sleep on these. So anyway, I'll have to figure that out. But I do like the extra stickers that some of these people send. Like this. This one here says, but did you die? I need to put that on your mom's car.
Yeah.
Did you die? Like the very first one we went to Wisconsin, we were like, oh, no.
Put it up where she can see it.
All right. And then this other one, I like it too. It says, don't follow me, you won't make it. But if you follow me, you probably will make it. I'm not that advanced. All right. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great day. We got a lot of news, a lot of stuff going on. Some price increases on some vehicles. We got some Bronco news. Got the Bronco jacket on. We got some F-150 news. We're gonna talk a little Maverick. Hope you guys did get a chance yesterday to see the Maverick Monday video we did. Got a little bit of the Maverick drop-in bed liner right here in the office. I'm gonna have to do something special.
I might want one.
One of those?
Yes.
We're gonna cut that, make it square.
Yeah. Niles, next time you guys take one out, let me know. I want that.
They probably still have them over there at the shop. Anyway, so we did a video on that. Forgot to put timestamps on that. We did drive it. We didn't. Now in service, they've actually said, and even I know Blake in aftermarket has said, there's a lot of customers that want them taken out because they've heard noise, had vibrations on those, and maybe it's just after time. But there are a lot of people coming on the video that says they're not having that issue. So I don't know, but some people just don't like them, and they'd rather have a spraying liner or no liner, and they just want to take them out. So we showed you how easy it is to take those out. Not too difficult at all. And it took us 13 minutes to get most of it. We didn't get the bottom pieces out. So maybe 20 minutes to remove it, which isn't too long. So there you go. So hope you guys watch that video. So check it out if you want to on our channel. Hope you guys get the notifications of all these. But anyway, so all right. How's everybody doing here? What else? Where's
your itinerary?
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, don't forget subscribe, all that good stuff. Recent videos. I didn't get a chance last week to finish out the Explorer videos and such, but we're going to work on those this week. Hopefully get those taken care of. We have the Platinum and the ST still to do, and then F-150 trimmer as well. We're going to try to get those videos out. So anyway, there you go. We got somebody that's donated $4.99. Thank you, our Raptor 24. Appreciate it. And his Raptor should be coming in a month or so.
He did not order with us.
No. Soon, hopefully gets as soon as media gets a chance to drive him, from what I understand. So, but anyway, there you go. So, all right. Should we talk about upcoming videos? I mentioned that. Yeah. All right. You want to talk about members?
Yeah.
All right.
If you would like to become a member, is that join button right there by the subscribe button. It will show you all the perks when you pull that up and let you know that it is $4.99. If you are an iPhone user, you have to go to your web browser Go up to the little A and big A and request desktop browser. At that point, you should be able to see it.
Yep. And then all of our membership content you can find on our homepage as well. It's all right there. And if you're not a member, you can see that there, but you can't watch any of the videos.
Yep.
So get a good idea of what we've done.
Yeah.
And did a lot walk on Saturday. And
Live stream on
We do
Friday.
a live stream on Friday. We do some other content.
And if you're here in the
different
chat,
posts.
you get shouted out in your name with green. And for every milestone that you hit, you get a colored badge.
Yeah.
So, like, if you see Ridgeview, he is one of our most long time standing members. He has green. But then you have, like, Steve Young with, I think that's blue. And that's, like, 2 month.
Yep. So, and we do shout outs to you on our live stream. So let's do that.
So far, I have 22.
All right.
We'll start off with Ridgeview. Looking forward to tonight's live stream. See you all real soon.
He's always in here early.
Yeah. R. Quibido, hi everyone. Did I miss a time change?
7 p.m. Central every week.
That's okay.
But your comment made me think that we were late. I was like, whoa, did I put the wrong time on the thing? So.
Oh, not. Craig Mock, happy Tuesday night, everyone. T-minus 10 days for his Bronco.
There you go.
We have Steve P. This guy's talking about the weather. 75 degrees and sunny. It's crazy. I still love the show even after having my Bronco for 9 months. Keep up the great work.
Thanks.
Which then Clarence Roller replied with, anyone watching from Indiana, Michigan, Northwest Ohio, watch your radar because that storm is popping up strong. It is strong here. We've had straight winds.
Yeah,
very bad straight winds here.
Yep. I mean, I used to wear, like, if I was walking south, then I had to have my eyes shut or I put my sunglasses on. I'm like, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So
make sure you didn't get micro scratches on this. Because
they're my Bronco sunglasses, so they're tough.
Because I know that I was watching out the back. You almost couldn't see the highway from here because it's so dust. There's so much dust being blown up.
Yep. See, my Bronco sunglasses. They got a little Bronco on them. I think I got those off Ford Accessories website. Anyway, there you go.
We have Elizabeth Kittrell. Hey, all evening from a very weather-confused St. Louis. 82 today and snow by morning.
There you go. You're getting it too.
Yep. Mab Sim. Evening, everyone. We have Mike M. Hope you are having a great week. Almost fall here in East Tennessee. Fall.
Weather-wise, probably.
Yeah. Randy Akers. Hello, everyone. Niles Gridley, our aftermarket specialist and also moderator. So if you have any aftermarket questions, type Niles Gridley down below and he can help you out. We have Brandon Jones. Howdy, y'all. John Rice. Hello, everyone. Midcoast, Maine. Hey, Ridgeview and everyone from the Maine Riviera. Blake Barrow. Good evening, brothers and sisters from Florida. Alan and Michael both saying hello. We have Anthony. Evening, Tim and Sarah. RiderCon. Good day, citizens.
It's good you're in here because we might need your help later.
Although I don't know why. Do I send my sticker / patch to Law McArthur? Attention, Tim. Yes. I think I got one out to you, Jack. Nathan Wolf. Hey, everyone. Rushman. Hi, everyone. And Brandon Erkey. My Bronco is in production.
Congrats. All right. Good stuff.
If I missed you, I'm so sorry. Y'all were chatting up a storm. I can't keep up.
And then, Steve Young, did you talk about him? He's new. just was a member
Yes,
last week.
This
So
is his second week as a member.
that name pops up. Certain names I remember, and when I see them often enough, I remember. But Steve Young was it's like we talked about it last
Spexinator,
week.
Ragnarcon, Quibido.
All right, that was just last week that Ridgeview was here.
My gosh, it was.
Yeah, went out to eat afterwards. All right,
It's like forever ago.
and John and Dan's from Dearborn, Michigan. Oh, he's in here, not a member, but there you go. Okay, all right. Next up, don't forget about the channels that we like to support and talk about. They're down in the description of this of every live stream or podcast if you want to check out their YouTube channels. All Train Nation. I don't think they did a live stream last night. It didn't pop up for me. Allie also, she is not only does she have a YouTube channel, check her out on Instagram, Allie Dubois, but she is a very prominent Bronco, Michigan Bronco Club person, and she'll let you in the group even if you're not from Michigan. I'm in the group. I'm like, why are you adding me? I'm not from Michigan. So, and I think actually, Jack went to Bronco Off Rodeo with the club this last weekend and had a blast. So they're all nice people. So I haven't met a Bronco person I don't like. Anyway, or Maverick to be that honest as well. So let's see here. What else? Other channels. Ragnarcon is in here. He does videos as well. My personal channel, if you want to check it out. And then we have some other members that a lot of times aren't here, but they'll watch the video because they're usually busy on Tuesday nights that have channels as well. So check them out down in the description. And then, of course, Johnny's Car Care and Reviews as well. And he likes to go live stream usually Sunday night. So check that out. I think it's 5 p.m. Central, if I'm not mistaken. It's always right when we're heading to take Jaden back. But there you go. So check those out when you get a chance. All right. We're ready for a good dealer? Tapping away.
Typing away.
All right. We got a lot of stuff. We got order guide updates to talk about. Some of it's Bronco related, so which I figured out. I had time to look at it. It took me 30 minutes to go through it and figure out what's changed. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Yolanda's here. I want to highlight her real quick. Hello, everyone from Southern California. So happy for your helpful support in purchasing my new Lariat Maverick last week and your help sending to MJ for final purchase.
Oh, good.
It is there. She loves it.
All right. Awesome. We have more Mavericks here for anybody who wants one.
We have 67 as
67.
of today.
And you know where we've sold 75 this month.
Wait till next month.
75. So.
Wait until the 1st.
We're gonna have 2 months. We're not gonna have any Mavericks show up, so we've got to have some inventory to carry us through that.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
All right, good dealer moment. I have one.
Dan, yes, I have toured the Rouge factory. It's been a long time though.
I want to go tour another factory.
Yes, they do one, but I think on theirs you can't actually go on the we weren't supposed to go on the floor either, but
that was a special circumstance.
Usually you see it from up above and everything, but yeah.
I still want to see that.
Yeah. All right. Well, next January when we go to Auto Show, we'll take an extra day to see if we can get a tour.
Ooh.
All right. Then maybe we can talk to Michael Levine and then we get a special tour.
Yes.
Anyway. All right. What else? Good dealer. You got a good dealer?
Yes, I do. Now I was supposed to drive his flown through. I cannot talk today.
Fly the drone through a factory.
Yes.
I bet you're not flying that drone today's weather.
I could barely drive it yesterday.
Yesterday was pretty windy too.
All right. On to our good dealer moment.
Actually, I think I've done that clip already.
All right. So this is, I don't like how this does it. Jones Ford in Charlotte, North Carolina. Very straightforward process to order and secure delivery of the truck. Salesperson and I went through Ford's website and I selected the exact vehicle and options that I wanted. No deposit required. Paid full MSRP. which was expected. There were no dealer add-ons or other surprise fees, and no pressure to purchase the FPP from them. Only minor issue is one of the 4 tires was not properly aired down to 35 psi during final prep.
Well, there you
Which
go.
I can say, like, they may not be looking at the tire level
Our
when
guy
they're
does,
prepping them.
but
It depends who you have do it.
yes.
But I know when I had my tires rotated, they aired them up too high for my vehicle because my vehicle rating says, to do it this. But, I've actually read in forums on the CMAX and
Well,
Facebook that,
yeah.
Go down a little bit.
And everybody has a different feeling on that. Like, I don't want mine aired up to what it says. I want a little bit less. So I have a little.
I think mine says 37 and I keep mine at 35.
So, I mean, it's just a way. I think on the Bronco, a lot of them say about like 40 to 45, and I usually go at like 38 to 40.
They also don't like that I pull in and I try and air my own tires up. I'm like, I know how to do it. I hope I know how to air up a tire. Might be in trouble if I'm off-roading without you.
Yes. Oh, man. I might have to wear my glasses. All right. Are we ready for scheduling information?
What are you drinking this week?
Kickstart.
It's grape. Mountain Dew.
Grape. It is Mountain Dew, though, right? Mountain Dew brand. That's why I got it. Anyway.
It's not in a hidden cup this week.
Depends on how much of this, if I get it, because I've been drinking it since like 5. So if it's gone, I might have to switch over to the Code Red. But anyway. All right. Not sponsored by Mountain Dew, but like to be if they want to sponsor. Anyway, they won't. There's only 120 some people in here. I don't think they're going to sponsor a live stream. Okay. All right. So, although I'm still working with one of our vendors on that. They're supposed to contact me, Dealer Teamwork.
About what?
They want to sponsor the show.
Okay.
For a discount off of our product.
Ah.
All right. Wow. I'm like, might need to adjust.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's going to normally sit back here. Okay. All right. On to scheduling information. Okay, so this week we're going to talk about scheduling information. And of course, just like each week, we'll go ahead and go through some of the different terminology and everything for you. So you kind of know what's going on there. So pull this up. Here we go. All right, so just like we usually talk about, so order banks are where dealers place a stock or retail orders. And so when we're talking about scheduling notes and information, we were talking about getting your order scheduled, and you order with a dealer and they place your order in the order bank. When you do place that order with a dealer for a custom order, it's called a retail order. A stock order is what dealers order to replenish their stock. If they have allocations, they don't have retail orders, they'll want to make sure they have stock orders in their system. Priority codes, gives a dealer gives each order a priority, anywhere from 10 to 19. 19 is a default. You could actually go down to 03 now, anywhere from 3 to 19. Stock ones are 20 to 80. The default on that also is 80. But if everybody's is at the same, nobody really has any advantage over the other than the lower the better. So a retail will always be looked at before a stock one. Scheduling, which is what we're talking about here, and that's when Ford schedules an order for production dates in the future months. They usually do that on Thursdays. They usually give us information and notes on Monday nights, so we can share that with you on our Tuesday night live stream. Production dates, that is when Ford plans to build your vehicle or the order. Take that order and put that order and produce that. Allocation. Ford gives dealers allocations to schedule their orders. So dealer needs an allocation to schedule an order in the order bank. They won't be able to schedule that order without an allocation. A dealer earns allocations from their sales for each model year within their region. So they earn it. There's an allocation system. based on your sales volume. You earn so many allocations. You can lose allocations based on how much inventory you have. So if they feel like here's what you normally sell, but because of your inventory, you have enough to get through. That's where, like, we got 2 months where we didn't get any Maverick allocations because we had so many Mavericks coming in. That's why we didn't get any allocations. Constraints. That is when options may be in short supply or take longer to build. When the demand is higher than the capacity, which is the next one there, that's the planned production rate for a given motor trim option, then that's where we have that constraint happening. Job 1 and 2, that's a production run within a model year. Sometimes they'll split it up in case they want to introduce something new, like they've done on the F-150 with the trimmer being introduced into Job 2, as well as that Pro Access tailgate. We've seen the California Special for the Mustang be introduced in Job 2, so they won't have to wait to the next model year. Balance out, that's the end of production or balancing out of a certain model or trim, and that means that they will not make any other orders after they've balanced out. There we go. There's all that information. So, all right. So let's get into scheduling. So first off, the 2024 model year Mustang. Now, also, I want to remind people, if you're watching this live with us, drop your comments down below, put at Sarah Davis. If you're watching the recorded version or the scheduling notes video that's separate from our live stream, then go ahead and drop those down there, and we'll get to them when we can. We try to get to those, that evening and such, but sometimes things happen and with work and such, and we will try to get you responded as quickly as possible. All right, now for the Mustang, there's currently 961 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. The order banks are open up if you want to place a 2024 model year order. They are doing scheduling this week for production weeks of 4/1 through 4/25. So we're talking April production dates. Limited availability for the 644 option wheel, which is the 19 by 9 inch in the front and 19 by 9.5 in the rear. That's with the dark tarnished aluminum wheel. That's the staggered. Usually see that in the performance package, I believe. And then exhaust availability for the Night Pony package. Also for the 18 by 8 inch machine face aluminum with the high gloss ebony black painted pockets. That's standard on the 100A, 101A, 200A, and 201. So that's the one that's on your EcoBoost orders. Dark Horse handling package is also exhausted, which is funny because it just became back available. And I think everybody was waiting for that because that's what they wanted on their Dark Horse. Also the 19 by 8.5 Sinister Bronze painted wheel. That's your bronze appearance package wheel. That is also exhausted, as well as the 19 by 9 inch and the 19 by 9.5 in the rear carbonized gray paint aluminum wheel. Again, I think that's part of that performance package. So just to break down, I'm not going to do this on every vehicle, but Ford's planned capacity for the Mustang on the GT is 50%. Only 22% of those unscheduled orders are for the GT. So shouldn't that be a problem if you order GT to get it scheduled? Convertible capacity is 20%. 8% of the orders, unscheduled orders, are convertible. Again, should not take long to get a convertible scheduled either if you're in that boat. The GT performance package, 80 or 20% is the capacity. Unscheduled orders combines with about 14% of those. And then the Night Pony package, 8% is the capacity. The 15% of the unscheduled 961 are the Night Pony package. But since there's not that many, you should still be okay, but it might take you maybe an extra month to get scheduled. Now, the bronze appearance package is 5%, and only 1% of the unscheduled orders are the bronze appearance package, so you're good there. And the black painted roof, here's probably a constraint. 13% of is their capacity, but 41% of the orders want that black painted roof. I think that's part of the Night Pony package, which is why it's exhausted. So, yeah, so it's struggling to get scheduled there on that one. So, all right. Moving on to 24 model year Escape. Currently 337 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. And then they are scheduling this week. Order banks are open up, by the way, if you want to place an order, even a plug-in hybrid, and a hybrid as well. And then production for this week is for the month of April. That's what they're scheduling for. I think, if I remember right, they're not scheduling hybrids this month. They're not scheduling hybrids this month. And most of their scheduling is going to be for the ST line and the active. 45% for the active, 39% for the ST line. And based on that, you want to kind of look at that because there's not that many orders for active and ST line. They're doing good, really good there. In fact, this month ST line production is more than it normally is. So they're normally it's 35%, and this month they're doing 39%. So that's good there. So plug-in hybrid would be maybe any constraint. 7% is their capacity, and about 7% of their orders are for the plug-in. But with only 337, you should be okay there. But again, dealer needs an allocation. So plug-in hybrid allocations are separate from the Escape. A lot of times a dealer will get like 5 or 6 allocations for Escape, and then they'll actually break it down and say, of those, 1 is going to be plug-in hybrid or 2 is going to be plug-in hybrid. So again, if somebody has a plug-in hybrid, you'll need a plug-in hybrid allocation for that. All right, 24 model year Bronco Sport. The order banks are open up for all configurations for that. There's currently 249 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. 71% of those orders are for the Badlands, which is not getting scheduled this month or for April production, I should say. Their capacity is normally 17%, but it's 0% for this month, or for April production, I should say. Freewheeling edition, their capacity is 3%. There's only 1% of the orders that have that. So if you're wanting that, probably won't take your dealership long to get you scheduled for that. They are scheduled this week for the weeks build weeks in April, April 1st through April 22nd. It says, actually, you know what's the other one said April 25th. So this one says the 22nd. So I'm wondering if job 2 is going to start for Bronco Sport, and they're at late April. So it says no scheduling for the Badlands until mid-March. And then exhausted availability for the convenience package, which is optional on the Big Ben, and the freewheeling. So if you do order a freewheeling, try to go with without the convenience package. If you really want it, you're just going to have to probably wait until May's production to get it scheduled. Tech package on the Outer Banks is also exhausted, which was doing okay, but not now. And then the tire, the all-season 225 65 R17 all-season tire is also exhausted too. So there you go. All right. Also, the black appearance package on the Big Ben is not scheduling this month either, or I should say for April production, and no Badlands and no convenience packages. So, all right. 24 model year Edge. There's currently 189 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. The order banks are closed. They are finishing out. They're balancing out Edge. So final balance out cleanup scheduling is this week. So if you don't get scheduled, you're not going to get an Edge. Try to find one at a dealer. They're scheduled for the production weeks of April 1st through April 22nd. And then ST has already been balanced out. Edge balance out is happening. Yeah. So 189 orders for them to schedule. Hopefully everybody gets theirs scheduled. So, all right. Let's see here. 24 model year Ranger, they rearranged this a little bit. There's currently 1,211 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. The order banks are open up if you want to place an order. They are not scheduling this week, though. So no notes in here because they're not scheduling. Next, 24 model year Bronco. There's currently only 4,099 unscheduled orders in the order bank. Order banks are open up for about all configurations except for the Heritage and Heritage Limited. They are closed. And then 95% of those 4,099 orders, that's 3,894, have the hardtop as an option there. Not typical. Now, you'd say, well, that's over the 75% they're scheduling for their capacity right now. But if, let's say, that would mean that their capacity for a month is 6,000. Are they going to build more than that many, Broncos? Probably will be all right if you have the hardtop on there. Sasquatch is also one that maybe be a little tight because there's about 64% of the orders that have the Sasquatch package on their order, which is about 2,600. Capacity is 35%. So that's something to take note of, that those would be the two things that would be a little bit. But I think you'll be all right from just depending on your dealership and everything. But I think you'll be all right on either one of those because let's say they plan to build 8,000 Broncos, which I don't remember what it is this month because they didn't tell us. But if it's 8,000, they could build all those 95 all those hard tops because it's only 3,800, right? So there you go. All right, they are scheduled this week for the build weeks of April 1st through April 22nd. And then limited availability for the Heritage Limited as well as the hard top. We just kind of mentioned that. It's just because it's kind of 95% of the orders, right? Also, it says Raptor orders will require a mix in the order bank of 70% optional beadlock and 30% standard wheel and 50-50 for the vinyl and leather. And then Heritage Limited will require a mix order bank of 95% two-door and 5% four-door. That's awesome. All right, there you go. And limited is one of those things. Every dealership is supposed to get one. We've gotten our one, so we won't have another one get scheduled. All right, next is the 24 model year Maverick. There's currently 14,302 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. The order banks are open up for all trim levels and all motors. Currently, there is, for hybrid, there's about 79% of the orders in the order bank have the hybrid motor chosen on their order, which is 11,299 of those. Capacity is 55%. So, and then on the XL, 65% of the orders are XL trim level. So that counts for about 9,296 of those orders. So capacity is 23%. So those are the two biggest constraints. Really nothing else except for like the hard top, some of those other things. All right, cleanup scheduling this week, which means if a dealer has an allocation, they want to make sure they fulfill it as long as it can be happen within the configuration that they're looking for. They're scheduling for the weeks of 4/1 through the weeks of 4/22. Says please note XL availability is 21%, so it's now dropped from 23 to 21%. Limited availability for the XL. For the front wheel drive, first time I'm seeing that. It says 2-wheel LH. It says front drive, front wheel drive. So, and then it says black appearance package as well as limited availability. And then the splash guards, which don't put your splash guards on your order. Hopefully you guys have watched my videos and I've given you advice on that. Also exhaust availability on the hybrid, kind of makes sense. Spray and bed liner as well, which says is not available with it's not available with the luxury package because watched yesterday's video, you'll know why. The modular drop-in liner is also exhaust availability, and the tonneau cover hard trifold, and the tire that's available on the XL and XLT, the 225/65 R17. So there you go. So lariat trim, you got a great chance of getting scheduled because that's looks like that's narrows that down. All right, not saying that's all. Some other people will get scheduled as well, but again, your dealer has to have allocations. This is cleanup scheduling, so they're trying to clean up any allocations that are still outstanding for dealers and get them scheduled. So that's what the cleanup scheduling means. 24 model year Explorer. There's currently 291 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. 24 model year order banks are closed, but the 25 model year order banks are open. They're doing cleanup scheduling on the Explorer. Production for the weeks of April 1st through April 25th. And then says limited availability for the base and ST line. Also limited availability for the 20-inch carbonized gray painted 10-spoke wheel that's the wheel that's on the sport appearance package for the XLT. Also the base and XLT wheel, the 18-inch 5-spoke sparkle silver painted aluminum wheel is also limited availability. Exhausted availability for the 20-inch premium painted aluminum wheel that's optional on the XLT 202A and the standard on the limited 300 and 301A. And also exhausted is a 21-inch bright machine face aluminum wheel, aluminum with the luster nickel painted pockets. That one's the standard wheel on the platinum. So there you go. No other notes on that. 24 model year Expedition. Currently 392 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. Not too many. Order banks are open up if you want to place that order. They are not scheduling this week. It says scheduling will resume until mid-March. So they're not going to be scheduled for the next couple of weeks on the Expedition. So 24 model year Mach E. Currently 36 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. The order banks are open up for all trim levels, including the GT. They are not scheduling this week. But we'll have some news probably next week on some stuff for May production information and some great news on GT. That'll be the first month for GT scheduling. So I'm sure they're trying to hold out for that. All right. 24 model year Super Duty. Currently 21,088 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. The order banks are open up right now. Just to kind of break down some things for you, King Ranch, there's 16% of the orders in the order bank have the King Ranch trim. That's 3,374 orders. The capacity is 4% on that. So that's going to be a struggle. Platinum as well, 22% of the orders in the order bank are platinum, which is 4,639 with a capacity of 5%. Limited is 14% of the orders, 2,952 with 2% capacity. And the high output 6.7 liter engine is 56% of the orders, or 11,809 with a capacity of only 20% on that. Actually, it's 19.5%. I rounded up. Some other things that you want to stay away from that are constrained is your tonneau covers, your twin panel moonroof, the optional spray and bed liner, the fifth wheel. It says fifth wheel. I'm assuming that's the prep kit. And then the 19.5-inch BSW Continental tire. That's the one I believe that is on a lot of your dualies. Anyway, so there you go. So those are a struggle. And somebody can do the math, but if you add up the King Ranch Platinum Limited, those three together, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, you're looking at half of the orders are for those platinum, those luxury trim levels. So, all right, they scheduling for this week at Kentucky Truck Plant. They're scheduling for the weeks of, it says 3/25 through April 15th, and then at Ohio for the week of April 15th, and then. They're still requiring a lot of dealers. They required us as well to put in some 6.8 liter gas engine orders without the heavy duty, the standard heavy duty alternator and the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package. So they're still looking for those orders. They made us put like 20 of those in. So they're having dealers put those in. Anyway, let's see what else. Also, it says we encourage the use of 85F tough bed spray and bed liner at a rate of 28 to 32%. I usually tell you to leave that off. They're wanting, basically what's happening is they have a part of their plant that is down right now, or they're not at full capacity because they don't have spray and bed liners on their orders. So great job, guys, leaving them off your orders. But it sounds like to me, you probably could put some of it on, but I noticed it was a problem there. So I'd still I'd still say leave them off. Limit availability for the F-450 and F-600 series. Also limit availability actually for all these options. Fuel tank, that's included with the 7.3 liter V8 engine. Also the XL, XLT, or Lariat pickup or chassis cab, F-350, 450, 550, and 600s as well. I should say that, or the chassis cabs in the F-350, 450, 550, and 600. Also the GBK frame, that's optional on the F-350, dual drive with the 7.3 liter diesel engine, and the 145-inch wheelbase, whether it be dually or single wheel. The 4x4 Dana axle option, that's optional on the F-450, 550, and 600, as well as the two-wheel drive Dana axle on those same configurations. The rear axle, that's optional on the F-450, 550 dually chassis cabs with the 6.7 diesel engine, and the 600 dually chassis cabs with a 7.3 liter engine. Also, option 64F, which is an 18-inch argent painted steel with the painted hub covers, center ornament, and all that. That's standard on the F-350 single rear wheel regular cab. That's optional on the F-350 XL. This is also the optional wheel on the XL for the 350. And then 64A, which is a 17-inch argent painted steel with the painted hub covers and center ornaments. That's standard on XL, F250, and F350. And then lastly, the 203-inch wheelbase fuel tank with a low sulfur diesel fuel. That's option 98L. So there you go. So there's some, I think that list is a little shorter than it was. So that's good news. So, all right, moving to the 24 model year F-150. There's currently 7,240 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. That number's going up because they didn't schedule last week. Order banks are open up right now, including Job 2, so the Tremor as well as the Pro Access tailgate that we mentioned. The only really constraint on anything is the Lariat Black Appearance Package. The capacity is 12%, or there's 12% of the orders that have that on there, and 7% is a capacity. So I'd probably say maybe that, if anything, but I think you'd still be okay. Now, they are not scheduling this week. So their plan was to go ahead and schedule this week for Job 2, but they still are not ready. So they're still holding that off. We talked last week about the onboard scales with the smart hitch will no longer be included in the tow haul package, but optional for you. So you want to make sure you add that option. It's option 86S on Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, and Tremor orders. But you do have to have the tow haul package equipped. Don't forget that. We mentioned that last week. Also, the Tremor series is now available for retail ordering, stock ordering, and will be available on February 20th. That was last week. Guys, you need to update your notes. Also, the Pro Access tailgate is now included in the bed utility package on Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, and Tremor 402A. Stock orders with the tow haul package will be converted from Job 1 to Job 2 without the onboard scales. And retail orders with the tow haul package will be converted from Job 1 to Job 2 with the onboard scales. So those had retail orders, they don't need to remember to put that on there. Ford says they're going to take care of it, but dealers, you might want to check with your dealer, make sure that it did get converted, because I've seen that not always happen. So anyway, we're going to talk about F-150 later. They're being shipped out, but we'll talk about that. If you're watching the live stream, that is. Otherwise, go check that live stream. 24 model year Transit. There's currently 6,053 unscheduled retail orders in the order bank. Order banks are open up. They're not scheduling this week, so they did not give us any notes for the Transit to be aware of on that. So I think that's all we have here for scheduling for this week. So there you go. And Sarah left. She didn't know how much longer I was going to be. Sometimes she just gets up and leaves during that part. Anyway, all right, so any questions, don't forget, put at Sarah Davis down below. And we're going to remember to add her name back on here. There you go. So if you guys have that, any questions on scheduling itself, otherwise we'll leave the other questions to the end. So there you go. Anyway, so I'll just play Sarah for a little bit. Let's see. All right. So what is the group opinion on, so this is for the whole group, not just for me. Delays on 24s, reducing recalls, okay to buy, giving dealers time to sell the rest of 23s. Normally it's not because they need to sell the 23s. They'll throw rebates and such like they are right now. Truck month, trying to reduce that down. I believe it's just more, I don't know what the delay was, but we're going to talk about it later. There's not much of a delay anymore. We'll talk about it later. So I'm going through this. You got to unstart?
What?
Yeah, I'm going through questions.
Oh,
there you go. All right. You have any questions on scheduling anymore? This in here. 2024 Escape Active Vapor Blue Tech Pack 1 ordered 3 weeks ago. Today, priority 19. So again, it has to do with dealer allocation. So depending on when you order, so sometimes people can order. If they order just at the right time within the month, they can order and get scheduled like in that same week. But in some situations, if let's say you ordered right after they scheduled out, like the week before, they could have scheduled all their allocations for escapes. And so then at that point, they're out of allocations until the next month. So it maybe you're just waiting for the reset of next month's allocations for your dealer. So, and it could be the fact, I mean, that's probably it more than anything. So you're probably just waiting for more allocations from your dealer. So, yeah, probably happen. I'm not sure when they're going to reset that. I know that they're doing wholesale this weekend. So it's probably going to be like in 2 more weeks before they start scheduling for May production dates and information. So. All right. Anything else?
There were a few.
Oh. Go ahead. I was
Which
just going
one
to
were
do
you putting
Dan's
up there?
here.
Okay.
Have they started shipping Rangers to dealers? I have heard all Rangers are on hold. The word that we're getting is that Rangers aren't going out until media has a chance to drive the Ranger. So,
All right.
yep. So we're kind of seeing that too. So they're kind of on hold. Anything else?
There were some
There's
further
another one.
down.
There's another one that said something about shipping. So, yep, kind of answered that one too because that was about Maverick or Ranger. I mean,
Yeah.
What else we got?
I ordered my 24 F-150 Lariat on 11/2/23, but it's still not scheduled. Any idea why?
Maybe what you have on your order. Might want to look and see what's on that order. Try to stay away from any kind of accessories and such. Black, we did see black appearance package could be a possible reason. Could be also your dealer may not have a lot of allocations, so that might be something to take a look at too. Maybe if they're not a big F-150 dealer, they may struggle to get it scheduled. But those are just some possible ideas. So I'd go and have that conversation with them because, you know, by now you would think you would be scheduled. So you might go in and have those conversations, find out like, hey, do they get a lot of allocations? How many orders do you have? If they just have a lot of orders and haven't got to yours, I don't know. All
right. Yes, I have a F-150 that has, it's showing in production since 2/13. Will it be shifted to job 2?
No. So job 2 production is May. Or job 2 production is supposed to be April, or when they did start doing it. So like if they had started job 2 scheduling, they'd schedule for those dates. So they have not started production date or scheduled for any production date. So if you're scheduled or you've been in production, that'll be a job 1 production. So
all right,
everybody's scheduled at this point is job 1 production. They've not started scheduling or producing job 2 yet.
All right. So I did have someone ask. They heard that Ford Rangers are being held until media drive. Do we know if this is true?
At this point, I'm starting to believe it because they're not shipping out, and
yeah,
I don't know.
We even got F-150s. We're starting to see 24 F-150s.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, we're gonna talk about that later.
Yep.
Anything else?
Did you know that we had planned Maverick meetup for Easter weekend?
What do you mean? Easter weekend in April? Oh, for the weekend.
For the Maverick meetup.
Yeah, it's not Maverick.
Sorry, the Florida meetup.
That's Easter weekend?
Yes.
Oh, well, I can't go then.
Yeah, the 31st is Easter.
Oh. Oops. Yeah, I can't go then.
Yeah.
I'm like the main camera, like whenever they have something difficult at church, whenever they have something difficult, like I do all the cantatas and I do all the special services like Easter.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh man, didn't realize that. I guess I should have known that.
Well, it wasn't. We were looking at your calendar and you didn't have it noted in your calendar.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't get that information until this week. I think I got it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday is when I got the calendar for March.
Yeah.
That's when I realized it. Early this year.
Would we want to do it the 6th or 7th? Maybe the 5th?
Hate to do that because I know Aurora won't be there during that time.
She is getting there on the 31st. She's getting there Easter Sunday.
Yeah. How long is she staying?
I'm not sure.
So maybe within that week or something. Maybe
Yeah.
we can just go during the week. I don't know.
He knows that the Quibidos are traveling to come see us.
So that maybe the weekend after we'll have to do it then.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, we got to get in contact with Johnny on that. But all right. Any other scheduling questions or notes?
No more scheduling questions.
All right. What's next? Oh, order guide updates. All right. So was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, Ford updated a couple order guides, the Mustang and the Bronco. Something changed on them. So when they do an order guide update, that means that they changed something on those. So yeah. So I did some looking at them tonight before the live stream, and on the Mustang, actually, that's part of the dealer news updates. I guess we're going to do it now. We're going to do it one of the dealer news updates now. So I don't know if you guys saw this news about the Mustang. Did you see it? About the film?
Yeah. What film?
Here, I'll pull this up.
Okay.
That's here. Get rid of this. So the Mustang, can you see the difference? Those are the same color. So they now have the matte clear film that you can get. I think it's like $5,000 for this. So it's done at the factory, and it's covered under a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, and can be added. So, of course, the Ford News says it's a satin-like finish. So it's a matte finish to it. Joins other personalization options, including wheel choices, interior colors, contrasting seat belts. Anyway, they've been adding a lot of things to the Maverick, to the Mustang this year. So this is available now on all. It says Mustang Coupe models. It says EcoBoost GT and Dark Horse, but I noticed in the order guide it was only updated on the GT and GT Premium. So that's something to take note. It says with first deliveries slated to begin in June. So this is a recent change. It says it will be available on all Mustang convertible models in fourth quarter of 24. So Mustang, there we go. So that's when I noticed on the order guide that it is on there as optional equipment on the GT 300A and 301A. Some notes in there. It says not available with the over-the-top stripe or racing stripe. It says when the 47M, that's the option for this, is ordered with a GT Performance package, spoiler delete must be ordered, except when ordered with the Mustang Night Pony package. And it says when 47M, which is this option, is ordered with the GT Performance package, 67J, and the Mustang Night Pony package, 60G, performance raised rear decklet is included. So it might change that. And then on the GT Premium, there's a lot more notes on it. It's available on the 400 or 401A as an option. It says not available with the convertible yet. It says not available with the California Special package or the over-the-top racing stripe. And it says when it is ordered with the GT Performance package, spoiler delete must also be ordered, except when ordering with the Night Pony package. And then when 47M, which is this option, is ordered with the GT Performance package and Bronze Appearance package, spoiler delete must also be ordered. And then when this option is ordered with the GT Performance package and the Night Pony package, the performance raised rear wing is included. There you go. So that's what's changed on the Mustang. So there you go. Now on the Bronco, it took a little digging on the Bronco. So you got this. So this is before we go on to Bronco. So there's that here. I think I have some more images of this. Where is that? What did I do with that? Here it is. I think we got some more images. So there it is on the Dark Horse. So it says it's available on the Dark Horse, but it did not update the Dark Horse information. So I don't think it's available yet. But pretty cool. So, and they said you could even take this to the car wash, and it's still covered under a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. So there you go.
Makes me think Batman.
Oops. This is for later. Yeah. All right. So there's that. Okay. And then on the Bronco, moving to the Bronco, some things changed on the Bronco order guide. Actually, a lot of pages changed. And some of them I couldn't figure out why they changed. Did some digging, but here we go. Here's what I found out. So I noticed on the main product page, the major changes, they removed the analog rear view camera. It was supposed to be a late availability. They removed it off the order guide completely, so they're no longer going to make it an option. It was like an option on the Big Ben, I think, which if I go to the Big Ben, actually there's a couple of changes. One of them is that they removed that option off of the standalone options on the Big Ben. So it was there, it is no longer there. So that was one of the changes on the Big Ben. I need these. All right. Another thing that I saw change on the Big Ben on the standard equipment was they removed the smart charging USB ports, second row and first row. They removed the wording, I should say, off of the interior and the functional, and then under the functional, they added dual smart charging USB ports. So I think what they're saying is in the front and the back. So it didn't change, I don't think, anything on the vehicle. They just changed the wording on it. But they also changed that, made that same change on some other trim levels. So let's talk about those. So on the Outer Banks, when you go with the high Lux package, you had the option up there, or one of the features was smart charging USB ports on the dashboard. That was removed. That's removed now. And now under the B&O audio sound system, it says dual smart charging USB ports. So I don't know if that means we lost the USB ports on that dashboard up there on the dash or not. So we might have to go looking, because we do have some 24 model year Broncos, Outer Banks. We might have to do some looking and see if those high Lux package ones still have the USB ports on the dashboard, because they moved it from that. Badlands, they also removed it on the Hilux package. They did the same change on it, so it no longer says that they have the USB ports on the dashboard, and now say dual smart charging USB ports. I'm hoping the dual means up there and down here, but no clarification on that, and I haven't had a chance to reach out. A Wild Track also on the Hilux made that same change on the Hilux package for the Wild Track. Now, Everglades, they always, whenever they do any changes, they give us, here are the pages that change. Something changed on this page. They don't tell you what changes. I couldn't figure it out on the Everglades. So I'm still working on that one. I looked every line on there. Everything's the same. But on the Raptor, they did change. Yes. On the Hilux package, the dual USB charging ports, and then took off the dashboard USB charging ports. And then also on the Heritage Limited Edition, they made that same change as well on the Hilux package. So we'll do some investigating. Might be a short, but be watching the YouTube channel to see if we can make those changes. So there you go. That's the changes made on the order guides for Bronco. So there you go. USB charging ports. Who'd know? So I don't know if this is a job 2 change, and they're on job 2 now. I didn't look. Sometimes they'll say job 2. Actually, we'll look at that later. We'll later during the questions and all that, we'll actually remind me, guys. We'll look at some of our orders, because if they are moved on to job 2, and we're on the job 2 scheduling, then the orders will actually say job 2 order. So, like on all of our F-150s, we'll say that. So it'll say it on that invoice and everything. All right. So there you go. There's that. Order guide updates. Any questions about that stuff?
No. I got a question about ceramic coat, but nothing about that.
All right. Okay, moving on. We do have some other dealer news updates. So there's been some price changes on several vehicles. Of course, you guys know about the Mach-E one we talked about last week. So now Mach-E, we have a under $40,000 Mach-E. So those they did an update to it, but it looked like everything was the same. So I'm not going to go over that. But this in here happens to be on the Mustang, effective February 26th, which is yesterday. They increased the GT series price $250 MSRP, not a lot. They increased the Dark Horse handling package by $500, increased the Dark Horse appearance package by $995, and they increased the Recaro Sport seat option by $345. So if you have the Dark Horse handling package, the appearance package, and the Recaro seats, you're talking almost $2,000 more now. There you go. And don't forget automatic price protection, though. So if your dealer had that order placed, you're still price protected to before these prices. So make sure your dealership does that. I have a lot of videos on price protection. Check those out. All right. The next one is there's several things here on Bronco. Like I said, Bronco heavy week. All right. Effective yesterday, Bronco price changes, I should say. Not necessarily increase, but changes. Because some things decreased, believe it or not. All right. So it says they actually did an announcement. They clarified to make it a little easier for everybody to understand. So there was a price increase on the manual transmission by $500. So the vehicles that come standard with the manual transmission, they would see an increase of $500. So that would apply to the Big Ben, Black Diamond, Badlands, and the Heritage Standard Series. But if you have the automatic transmission, that option is $500 less. So they brought those closer together. So if you have an automatic in those series, you're going to see a decrease of $500. So there you go. And don't forget price protection. So if you have a manual and it went up, but you have that order in, you're price protected to what it was when you ordered the vehicle. Keep that in mind. So don't forget about that. All right. Speaking of prices, raising, Ford came out with a 4-door soft top discount package. Pretty awesome. Here's where I actually had that. There you go. There you go.
What was
Discount
shown earlier?
Yes. This was you slipped a peek of it earlier. So there you go. There's a discount package effective yesterday where you can get $750 discount if you select the soft top. They need some soft top orders. So Outer Banks, $750 includes mid-package standard. Soft top discount advantages. We are entering the spring and summer market when customers will want to ease of opening that. I like my cloth top. I don't want a hard top. I'm a cloth top person, soft top. So anyway, there you go. Outer Banks at $750 less. Now on the Big Ben, Black Diamond, Badlands, and Wild Track, you save $500 if you go with the soft top, or $750 if you have a mid package on the Big Ben, and I think $322 is the Black Diamond, if I remember right. So there you go. Or maybe that's Badlands. I can't remember. Oh, here it's in my notes. $250 for the mid packages on the Black Diamond and the Big Ben. So yes, that's the Black Diamond code. So there you go. So it's still $750 if you have a mid package Big Ben and Black Diamond, but it'll be $500 if you don't have a mid package on Big Ben and Black Diamond, and then only $500 on Badlands and Wild Track. So there you go. So that should be effective on the 26th. So it should show up. You should be able to see that difference.
So that's for
kind of shows you the breakdown.
Ordering a soft top.
Yes. So if you order a soft top, there you go. Not available on the dual tops. You can see it down there. Discount not available on other vehicle series or any combination of optional hard top or dual top. So not available on the dual top. There you go.
That's because they ship with the hard top on and soft top inside, and that doesn't help.
Yeah, that wasn't fun when we had to picture that one. We got one that somebody didn't take that had the dual tops, And so we pictured it with the dual top in there so they could see it had a dual top. And then we took it out to picture the back seats.
I didn't have to help with that one, but I did help with the tube door.
Yeah, the tube doors. We got one with the tube doors. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right. The next one, last one before going to recalls. And actually, I left this in for last for a reason. This is on the Bronco as well. So it says 2324 Bronco hardtop quarter glass separation. Says you may receive customer or media inquiries related to a recently approved Ford Motor Company recall related to 23 and 24 Bronco vehicles for hardtop quarter glass separation. Ford is planning to provide dealers an official notification and instructions by February 28th. That's tomorrow. So there you go. That's that. So we'll get that. We'll talk about that one, that recall next week. But for this week, let's talk about these recalls. Actually, you know what? I didn't put up the slide for the dealer news updates. That'll be fun. All right. All right. We got 3 recalls here to cover. This first one is an advance notice for a customer satisfaction program, 23B. 56. I believe it, they've had 56 of these in this year. That's how they number them. They start at the beginning of the year and then they go on up. And so, yeah, 56. This is on 2020 to 2023 model year Escape. About 557,157 vehicles have been affected by this. I didn't even know they made that many Escapes. Anyway, reason for this recall is in all of the affected vehicles, the front door check arm reinforcement welds can crack and may eventually pull away from the door structure. This can cause a rattling noise and increased door closing effort. It may also interfere with door glass operation. So there you go. So it's not a safety recall, but an irritation recall is what I might call it. But anyway, it doesn't say when letters are going to go out. It says owners of record will be notified when the full dealer bulletin is launched via first class mail after repair instructions and parts ordering information have been provided to dealers. So again, this is an advanced dealer notice. So there you go. And Ford Authority will probably talk about it tomorrow. Usually happens that way. All right. This next one is compliance recall 24C01 for a compliance recall, not a safety recall, for 22 and 23 Ford Maverick. All right, so this is 62,309 vehicles are affected by this. I don't even know if mine's figured in there or not. Anyway, all right, the reason for this compliance recall is the affected vehicles do not conform to the requirements specified by the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard number 101, controls and displays, as well as 102, which is transmission shift lever sequence, starter, interlock, and transmission braking effort, as well as number 105, the hydraulic and electric brake systems, as well as 208, the occupant crash protection, and 108, lamps, reflective devices, and associated equipment, which require illumination of certain gauges and telltales in the cluster display. According to these regulations, some telltales must be illuminated at startup, and others must be consistently illuminated. The following telltales and gauges, which are required to be consistently illuminated in the display cluster, will not be illuminated if the subject condition is present. The automatic transmission gear shift indicator, the park, reverse, neutral, the little shifter thing, the fuel level, engine coolant temperature, parking brake, airbag malfunction, readiness indicator, speedometer, tachometer, odometer, and position side marker. In addition, the high beam telltale in the cluster may not illuminate as intended. Whew. All right. Letters are supposed to go out the week of March 18th to owners, so wait till then before freaking out. But it says before, of course, any vehicle that's here, that the instrument cluster. So that is what you see through the steering wheel, right? All right. So there you go. No charge to the customer. It looks like there is instructions here. So this can be done by a mobile repair or pickup and redelivery. So that if your dealer does mobile repair, they could come and do it at work or whatever, which will probably, if mine is included, which what'll happen. So there you go. All right. Last one I have is safety recall. This is actually a safety recall. 24S11 for 23 model year F-150 Lightnings. All right. Only 215 vehicles are affected by this. So it says reason for this recall in some of the affected vehicles, there may be missing or loose retention nuts on the high voltage battery junction box, bus bars, and the high voltage battery pack. Electrical arcing may occur, which can increase the risk of fire. In addition, a stop safety now message may occur in the instrument cluster, followed by loss of motive power. Letters are going to go out the week of March 18th on this one as well. So I think we're going to talk about this in a little bit, but I think this might be why Lightnings have been on stop delivery. There you go for that. So there you go. All right. So anyway, so we're going to talk about that in a little bit. We'll get to what's on my mind. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. We're going to talk about F-150, and then there's a note in here about Lightning, and I might read this from the from Automotive News right here. So we'll get into that in a second. So any questions before we get into the is it true and moving on to that? She keeps leaving.
He has to rip out all the connection stuff. He has one day to do it, and it would cause us to lose internet.
Oh, so he's going to wait?
I guess, yeah.
Every Tuesday night, right here.
He was not warned that we are here on Tuesday nights.
Oh, so he wants to do it tonight.
He's been meaning to do it for a few weeks now.
Oh. Well,
that's what happens.
So we're gonna
when
lose
you
it.
Procrastinate.
Are we gonna lose it, or is he gonna have to wait?
He's gonna have to wait.
We'll tell him we'll try to make it a short one this week for him. All right. Okay. So moving on, then we'll go to our is it true here real quick. So having some internet issues evidently. Okay. All right. Is it true? There we go. All right. So this week's Is It True is about the keypad for the Maverick. So I kind of said in there, is it true that they're having issues with the keypads for the Mavericks? And they are. They're having issues. So
very much so.
Well, there's a couple. There's maybe one you're not realizing that Blake told me about. So they're having issues with the software working with those and getting programmed. You get lucky. So like Ridgeview is one that we tried twice with his. So when you order the dealer installed option of the keypad, they send you the Ford sends a keypad specific to that VIN. So that keypad goes to your vehicle. So that's the one that has to be put on your vehicle and programmed. And some of them are not working. And so we've actually, to make things work with our customers, if that one doesn't work that Ford sent specifically for that vehicle, we've been actually ordering other ones for customers and putting them on there to get them to work, just so that we can get them to have the keypad, because some work, some don't. So it's sporadic. So we've been ordering them and taking a hit really as a dealership. And because typically then that one there, that's the one for that VIN number. So we can't like return it, supposedly, from what I understand. So it's a major problem Ford needs to figure out for this.
Well, and I think they even ordered one or tried to get a replacement for Ridgeviews, and that one didn't work either.
Yeah. So again, it's
because I think
they don't all work.
I think Ridgeviews was the first one that they had that problem with.
And then they ordered one.
And then they ordered a new one, a replacement one for that VIN. Specifically got a replacement part, and it wasn't working.
Yep. And here's another issue with that is, from what I understand, is sometimes there are two different keypads you have to order. One of them with the remote start and one without. So if you have a vehicle with a remote start, it needs to be one keypad. If you don't have a remote start, it's the other one. And so some of the vehicles that are coming in from Ford, the dealer installed options, are coming in as the wrong one. So they've had that happen multiple times as well, where they would get the one that was supposed to go on the vehicle and it was the wrong one. It was their vehicle had a remote start. Ford should see that it's a remote start and send the right one, and they sent the wrong one. So they're having a lot of issues with that as well, because at that point, again, we've got to order a new one, the correct one to put on it. So there is a major issue out there. Ford, you got to figure this out, because first of all, you take the keypad off completely, and now they're not working half the time. They're not getting to be able to get programmed. And then also just sending the wrong ones to the wrong vehicles. And we're seeing this, again, the number one Maverick dealer in the country. So we're seeing it on a larger scale than most other dealers. Probably some dealers aren't having any issues, right? They have one or
They're
two,
getting the
three
lucky
Mavericks,
ones.
Right? But we're seeing it a lot because we have a lot of Maverick deliveries. So,
Yeah.
Which is great. I think doing the Maverick Monday videos allows us to be able to see on a larger scale of what's going on, and that we can provide more information to people. And that's why I think the Maverick Monday videos are kind of fun and helping people realize some things. But so there you go. So Niles is in there. He can tell you.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Would a mobile mechanic be able to install one of those?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
As long as they have the.
Because Harley Quinn says that hers came and her keypad didn't work. They reordered one for her. And it should be here by now. And she asked if a mobile mechanic can do it. Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, your dealer will probably say thank you for that. Because they have to have so many, right?
Yeah.
They have to hit so many people that do the mobile mechanic.
Yeah, we have to have like close to 10% of our service needs to be by mobile.
Yeah. So
mobile or remote delivery.
I bet they go, thank you for suggesting that.
Yeah.
If they don't suggest it themselves.
Yeah. All right. We're going to try to move along because I know our IT guy wants to shut off our internet. So otherwise, he'll be here all night and he won't be happy with us.
I told him we go till about 9:30 or 10 sometimes. Because he's like, how long are you on? I'm like, it depends from day to day, from week to week.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Okay. Any questions about that?
No.
Yeah, definitely.
My only quibble with the keyless entry is it unlocks the tailgate along with the doors. Yeah. I like that. Yeah,
I mean, and it locks the tailgate with the doors.
Yeah.
That's the other benefit, is you don't have to key lock it all the time, but it locks the tailgate with the doors.
Yeah.
So people can't get into it, right? Especially if you have a bed cover. You unlock the doors. I mean, it's like unlock it. It's kind of like, it's basically like a lift gate, right? When you unlock your SUV, it unlocks the rear lift gate as well. Locking it locks the rear lift gate. So it's kind of the same.
Yeah. So if you have a dealer installed option, which is what you get for the 24 Maverick, those are wireless. They are not wired into your vehicle. Yep. If you have a factory keypad from a previous year, it is going to be a wired in keypad. Go look at his video where he took off the vinyl on the Maverick Monday, and you can see what it looks like in there.
Yeah, because we had to pull that off, and then you could see the wires and everything.
Yeah.
So it's hardwired in. So, which is probably why they didn't have issues on those. But
yeah,
Ford either just needs to go back to just realizing that people want the keypad and put them on their vehicles.
Make it standard.
Just make it standard and put them on.
Because there's more people that want it than don't.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. Yeah. So anyway, there you go.
Unless you're me and you forget what you programmed the number for.
Yeah. Okay. So this week's on my mind is actually before it happened, I was like, you know what? We're going to talk about the 24 F-150 because I've heard now that they have shipped out and some of ours have ETAs. They're coming in. And then right after I planned it, scheduled the order, guess what came in? 24 F-150 right here at the dealership. So we have one in stock right now. So I can confirm that F-150s have been shipped out.
Yes.
Of course, this one happens to be one made at Kansas City. So that's why we got it so quickly. So kind of a benefit to F-150s of getting some of those. But so Kansas City makes the XL, STX, and XLT. F-150s. And so we have an STX that came in and will be right here in the showroom tomorrow. So they're going to be pulling that in. So we pictured it today. You'll be able to see it online, and I might even do a short on it tomorrow with it in the showroom, but we'll get it in there in the morning. But it is here. And I did not realize, because it doesn't tell you colors or anything of the interior. Did you know that's like a lime green? There's a lime green on the vents.
Okay. I'm gonna need to see this.
Hold on. Let me. I took pictures. Let me get those over. Let me get those on the screen. Just 1 second. You answer any questions.
All right.
And I'll get this on the screen because you got to see this.
All right. So I tagged this comment earlier. Tim and Sarah are the Maverick gurus. When Tim gets his Mach-E plus his Bronco, Tim should give Sarah his Maverick. One of you must have a Maverick. I have a better idea. Ford, sponsor me a Maverick.
I don't think I can.
Sponsor me a Maverick trimmer, and I will race it and rebel for you. I really want to get into rallycross.
Oh yes,
rallycross, and
you could do the GT rally. You could do the Mach-E.
Yes. All right, guys. I have a new plane. That has more torque than the Maverick from the get-go.
The actual real, because they said they did a GT rally last one, but it really wasn't the GT rally. They put all the like parts on it, and they had to. It's basically a computer. They have to do some software computer to release the GT to get that type of performance, because it's actually in all GTs. It's just they release it on the rally. Anyway, okay. Let me.
Yeah, but if someone wants to give me a Maverick, give me a Maverick trimmer. I'll race it. Like ML Culpepper. ML, do you want to come and give me some lessons on racing?
I love I'm sorry, but the Maverick, the Maverick trimmer. I mean, okay. So there was a funny story. So there was a Challenger, Dodge Challenger in front of me, and it was one of those, Scat Pack ones with the 392 in it. And so I knew, off the line, that's fine. But he went around the corner, kind of little soft, younger kid. Went around a little soft because he knew that if he hit it, it would probably he would fishtail or something. So it kind of went slow. I came around that corner because that Maverick is just like, whoa, man! I actually was right behind him. It's like this thing, because of the weight and everything, is pretty awesome. Okay, let me.
Yes.
I think I got those all saved. I just got to pull them up.
I know. I liked my Maverick.
All right, hold on. I got to try this again.
Do we detail the vehicles when we sell them? Yes, we do. We send them to our wash line, and they get all of our clean for deliveries set up, ready to go for you. They should be looking perfect for you.
All right. So, let's see if I get this up here now. All right. You might need to get rid of that comment. I can't. Okay. So there's the seats. I don't know if you can tell in there, but there's a close-up of it.
That's interesting.
Yes, you can see that. And actually, it's in here. It's in the middle as well. So
that is really interesting.
And the yellow stitching. So now you can see the little bit of yellow coming through there, and yellow stitching there. But that's not yet. That's not it. There you go. STX.
I'm white.
And that is a STX quit. And when we say quit, that means we didn't order any extra. So this is standard STX. It's going to have that. That's what it looks like. That was not on anything. We didn't see these in Detroit.
No.
When we went to that. So there you go.
I like it. I want to see the full vehicle, though.
Yeah, I got a picture of that too.
Let me see it. You don't need to put it up. Just let me see it. It's just a pop. You can't even tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even tell from far away. I like it.
You guys probably can't see. Oh, can't see it anyway. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The wheel looks good. And actually the wheel, that looks like more like black and machine, but it's more gray. It actually.
You know who needs that one?
And I kind of like the grill.
That works here. Miss Lish.
There you go.
She drives a bright green, neon green car.
And then
they need a truck.
I got a video too of this.
Nice little pop of color.
Hold on. Let's go back to this. Where's that? So that plays like when you first open the doors, it plays like this, which is pretty cool. And it just kind of does that. So that's what it plays when you first open the doors, which is pretty cool. But then when you shut the doors, is this the one? Let me see. Yes, this is the one. Okay, check this out. This is funny. So when you shut the vehicle off, per access tailgate, STX doesn't get it. Anyway, so I like to make fun. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, F-150s have shipped, depending on your location and all that.
Here.
We're in Kansas City, so those XL STXs and XLTs will start getting to us pretty quick. That was the first one. We got that. But then also, the Lariats and all that are shipping out as well. So they're shipping out, except for the F-150 Lightning. They are on stop ship. And I think after reading this recall, I'm thinking that maybe that's why they're not. I mean, they're not saying that. I think they said something that had something to do with the headlights. But if there's a recall on the 23s and they're having issues with the batteries and all that, and possibly, catching on fire, they're probably stopping the 24s and not letting them go out until they check those out. So it's probably they don't want to state that because they had issues in the past with that, right? Remember that? But
yeah.
So in here, automotive news, Lightning shipments. I actually made a copy of this. It says stop ship order went into effect February 9th, Ford said, and it's unclear when it'll be lifted. Ford Motor Company has halted shipments of all 2024 model year F-150 Lightning electric pickups over an undisclosed quality issue. I think that might be it. While shipments of some gasoline-powered 2024 F-150 started this week after hundreds, if not thousands, of trucks have piled up in holding lots around Detroit since production began in December. It says the Lightning stop ship order went into effect February 9th. Yeah, we already just said that. There you go. It says we started shipping the first newly designed F-150 pickups to dealers this week. Got ours, right? 24 model year Lightning started shipping last month. Actually, it says the company said in a statement 2024 model year 24 Lightning started shipping last month. We expect to ramp up shipments in the coming weeks as we complete thorough launch quality checks to ensure those new F-150s meet our high standards and delight customers. There you go. All right. So we'll see. I don't know. There's more to the article, but I won't. All right. So Lightnings are holding up, but the gas and hybrids are being delivered. So there you go.
All right.
Any questions?
We have a few.
All right.
So Samuel mentioned here, not Moondoggy, Samuel. I'll bet Ford determined most customers don't use the keypad, and it's an expensive item that will save those of us who never use it. That's why they're moving it to an option list on their 24 Plus. So from what we've seen with our aftermarket and our orders, people want it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an uproar when they didn't include it in the initial ordering. There was an uproar, which is why they added it as an option.
Yeah, originally it wasn't going to be even an option.
Yeah.
It was removed completely in the order guide. And then the brand manager reached out to me and said, hey, do you have any comments or a thread or anything out there that you can share with us about, do you have any customers that have mentioned the dealer installed option?
Yeah.
Or the keypad? And I'm like, I thought the XLT losing the rear sliding rear window was going to be a bigger deal. But man, these people, that keypad, it
They
means a
want
lot
the
to them. And he
keypad.
says, well, can you give me some examples? Can you send me an email? I said, I got one better. Here's a thread. You can read all these comments of all these people. So I sent that link to him. And then
Yeah.
lo and behold, within a week later, deal install option showed up.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you they had
Yeah.
they didn't realize.
Yeah. Now, someone on that note said, is it true that the battery in the keypad cannot be replaced? So if the battery goes out, you have to get a whole new keypad. Yes. Niles answered it. Yes. You would have to get a brand new keypad, but they last for years.
And say
I've seen used Fords coming in with a stick-on keypad that are still going great with their keypad.
That one that Focus we had, it was a keypad, aftermarket keypad.
Yeah.
It was a Ford keypad that we put on that one. Same thing. And we had that for years. You guys drove that.
Yeah.
As kids and everything and all that. Yeah, they last a long time. So
Yep.
Just like your remotes. People don't think about that. There's a battery in those remotes. At some point they do go dead. So, and like I was in a vehicle the other day. I used some used vehicle and it said the keypad or that the remote battery was getting low to change it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it warned you of that. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All right. On with more. My 24 Dark Horse was ordered June 9th. No special paint or special paint job. It's a 700A. No update. Any reason why?
It was ordered June 9th. Oh, your dealer needs an allocation.
Yep.
That's a dark horse allocations are separate. We're getting 5 for what a
year?
For an 18-month run.
Yes.
18 month is 2024 model years is being produced for 18 months. We received 5 for 18 months, and we're actually one of the bigger Mustang dealers in the KC region. For us to only get 5, we've only received 2 of those so far.
So your dealer either may not have enough allocations to get you one.
They haven't received the allocation they need for your order.
Yeah. Correct. They just haven't received it.
It's all about allocations. So we just got our second one in, and I don't think we've gotten a third allocation yet, even. So we're still waiting to get the rest of our 3. So.
All right. My 24 Maverick hybrid was under 1,800 miles on it, but sometimes when I go up a steep hill, I get a hot coolant smell in my cab. Is this a known issue? What kind of hills are we talking about? Mountain hills? Going straight up?
I don't know.
I haven't seen or heard.
Check with your dealer. You might even call our service department because, I mean, a lot of times I'm not back there talking to those guys. Actually, I talked to him. I was talking to because Chris was putting in a drop-in liner in a truck, and he said most of the customers want these removed. And he was the one that was telling me that a lot of them are hearing complaints of the noise and all that. So you might check even our service department because we have a lot of Mavericks come through, and we have a lot of local customers that have Mavericks. You might check and see if they're seeing any issues.
Check Maverick Truck Club.
Yes, get on there. Put that out there and there. And if people are having issues, they'll have it.
Yeah.
I think Mike Collette might have that issue with his. Because he said something about an odor on his.
Yeah. I got my Maverick on February 14th. My keypad didn't work. Oh. Wait, I already answered that. Okay. Is it true? Wait, did that one. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'll bet Ford determined, and I got that one done.
You probably just didn't unstar him.
Yeah. All right. So, what's my opinion on changing out the mirror to the Kia HomeLink garage and auto-dimming system? I would go to the Maverick Truck Club. I've actually seen someone that's done that. So, go to Maverick Truck Club, type in changing out my mirror, and someone probably has instructions on there and how they're faring with it so far.
Yeah.
You can't promote doing changes to the vehicle that changes programming just because that voids your warranty. To an extent, if you're doing certain changes to it, it can void your warranty. But I also understand wanting certain features in your vehicle that it does not come with.
Yep.
So, all right, that was all my questions.
Okay. Gary Waltz, who has purchased a Maverick from us, is so Ford has been distinguishing itself by having the keypad for the last 30 years at least. So longtime Ford customers expect it and want it, which is true.
That's right. So there are things, Niall says we can go above and beyond, but there are some things that are too above and beyond. There are changes. Well, yes, we could probably get that figured out and we could do it. It would void your warranty. And as a dealership and as an aftermarket team that needs that warranty to stay in place to keep everyone safe, they won't do certain things to keep your warranty intact,
Yeah.
or they give a new warranty with it. For instance, our superchargers come with a warranty. So if the part doesn't come with a warranty to cover the changes that have been made, they aren't going to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. So Bronco pricing, did they just increase the base price by 500 and offset that price increase by lowering the automatic transmission option by 500? So yeah, so because they probably realized most people are going to choose an automatic. So yeah, I guess so. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I did think it was kind of what was it? What do they charge for automatic? Wasn't it like $1,800 or something? I thought that was kind of high anyway.
Something, yeah.
But anyway, so there you go. So yeah.
All right.
No other questions?
I haven't seen any other questions. I hear shouting from back there.
All right. So, all right. So we might need to end it a little.
Would the brand manager be interested in customer feedback regarding a programmable garage door opener on a 25 Maverick Lariat?
Funny you talk about that. I'm going to do a video one of these this week or next week. Some things I see changed, and yeah, they're starting to get ready for 25 model year and getting feedback as well, because he mentioned that he wanted to come on the live stream and try to get and have Q&A and such, and get, I think in a sense, get feedback from people on things they'd like to see on the Maverick. And great way of doing that. And I think if we advertise it ahead of time, we can get a lot of people in here to do that and to go through that, even people rewatching it and such. But definitely think that we can get a lot of feedback from to take back. But
yeah.
So
I'm assuming your comment, Ronald, is in reference to the keypad. If it is factory put on and it is wired into the vehicle, they actually make the shell with that hole there pre-made into the shell. So they don't drill. It's when they're punching out all the holes for the frame and everything, they make sure to get that one in there. So when we're looking at that, but aftermarket, usually factory comes hardwired, and aftermarket is a stick-on. You can't usually get a hardwired in because you would have to drill into the vehicle, and most dealerships are not going to do that.
Yeah.
So all right, that is what I saw. We should start seeing allocation numbers next week, the week after.
We should get, actually, we're supposed to tomorrow get allocation numbers. Or, well, here's the way that works. We'll usually get offerings. Here's how many we're offering you for this month. And then we usually ask for subsequent subs. And then we can ask for more allocations. And then after that goes through, like sometime next week, we'll get the final number of how many they gave us. So And like we can also turn down any allocations. So we've actually done that before.
Yeah.
When we had those 3 Bronco Raptors in stock and we didn't have any retail orders for Bronco Raptors, we actually said, no, we don't want a Bronco Raptor allocation. Believe it or not, we said no.
Yeah.
They gave it to us anyway. So we told them no. We told them, hey, okay, this is what we want. We don't want to take less. We did that with Mach-E. 1 month they're like, hey, we need people to take Mach-E. So they gave us a bunch of Mach-E orders and we said, no, thank you. And we did not take some. And actually they honored that and didn't do it. So, but anyway, so that sometimes that happens. So we'll put in supplements and everything. And we do that. We did that for Maverick. For typically what we do is if we have a retail order in there, if they give us let's say they give us 5 allocations, but we have 10 retail orders in there, we'll ask for an extra 5 to cover our retail orders. We did that for a year for Maverick. We kept putting in there, the 200-300 that we needed. We're like, this is what we need to fulfill our orders. So we like to fulfill our orders each month, on those. So we put it in there and we get what we can get. So
yeah,
we put in supplements for Maverick the last 2 months and it didn't work though.
Yep.
So yeah.
For emailing me, email me at sarahdavis@longmacarthur.com. That is where you can find me.
So one thing we were going to do is we were going to see.
So real quick, what is going on with the Ford getting rid of the center console storage tray and the Ford Edge and the keypad taken away is like Daddy taking the T-Bird away. They're getting rid of it.
Oh, on the key. Did you say Edge?
Yeah.
Edge is gone altogether.
It is gone.
So it doesn't really matter at this point. It's gone. Yeah.
You shall take the Mach-E and you shall like it.
Yeah. All right, so let's look at unscheduled orders.
We don't know what's new and cool for 25. We've only seen one released.
Ooh.
We'll be able to compare once they're all released.
So we're going to get some stock Broncos scheduled this week.
Okay.
If you guys got a retail, you want to order a Bronco, special order Bronco. You probably get scheduled this week if you put one in. Anyway,
right.
I wanted to look because I want to find out. Ooh, Everglades.
I'll be right back.
Which is a good thing. So we can order a stock Everglades, and those sell really well. The 2 that we had 2 that customers didn't take, became available within a couple of days. They were gone. They sell very well. So I was going to look and see if these stock ones if they show job 2 on those yet. I was curious. So let me preview this one here. It's just a big bin. It'll usually tell us if it's a job 2 or not. I'm not seeing that. So I don't think they're job 2 yet on Bronco. So that might be happening next month. So I wondered if some of those changes to the dashboard and all were a job 2 thing, or if they were happening on 24 model year and they just weren't telling us. Well, here's an Outer Banks. This would be the best one to look at because we know that was a change that they made because this is a 314A. So nope, no job 2. So okay, there you go. Well, anyway, all right. So that's that. You guys couldn't see it, but I can show you that anyway. So, all right. Anything else?
Is there a bunch of Everglades? Do the Everglades sell well? Is there a bunch of swampland?
Yeah,
in
we
Kansas?
were talking about that. Us as we have a couple Everglades that are stock ones that are previewing,
Oh,
and that they sell well because we had those 2 become available and they bought within a day. And they sold within a day because they are very popular. No, not really, but I actually like the Everglades look other than the snorkel. That's the only thing I don't like about it because I don't really need it, right? But I like the look of everything else. Having the standard, I like the wheels. I liked the graphics regardless. I don't need the graphics necessarily, but having that front winch on there and being the hard top becoming standard, mid-package standard Sasquatch and all. And I think also the Heritage Edition is a really good deal as well. So if you're looking at a Heritage Edition out there, you get standard mid-package Sasquatch, and I like the look of it. But anyway, there you go. And I also like to see there's no change on the order guide to say anything about a painted hardtop. Just saying that. Just Throwing that out there. Looking forward to job 2 to find out, because if it's not included in job 2, then it will not be included. It will not be available. So.
All right.
Nothing else?
How often do Super Duties get delayed? Right now, Super Duties haven't been getting delayed very often.
Not once or scheduled. If you're
Yeah.
talking about delayed in the sense of
Yeah,
getting
he's
shipped
scheduled
out,
to build the
he's
week of
scheduled.
318.
Sometimes they move around a little
Yeah.
bit. I mean, I do that in every vehicle. Sometimes
Yeah.
you'll see it get shipped back.
But yeah, with 318, you might get pushed back a week or maybe pulled forward a week. But this close, you might move by a day or two.
Yeah, you don't see it on the like F-150s and Super Duties because they only schedule like a month in advance usually. Whereas on all other models, they usually schedule like 2 months in advance. Like they're scheduling this month for April production dates for most models. But on F-150s and Super Duties, they typically only schedule a month in advance.
Yeah.
So
did they reach an agreement in Kentucky?
Yep, they did. We talked about that last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep, they did the day after.
Although I think Ragnar either hopped in after that or hopped out before that.
Yeah, so they did.
All right.
So
should we hop off?
Yeah, we'll hop off so our IT guy can turn off our internet. So, all right. Well, thank you guys very much for joining us tonight. Hope you guys got some information from it. Hopefully it was halfway entertaining at least. And thank you guys for joining us and joining our podcast. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. All right.
You ready?
I guess we're ready. All right, guys. Well, thank you. We'll see you guys next week or in the next video if you watch it. Hopefully you do. Make sure you're subscribed. Notification bell is turned on. All that good stuff. Like the video if you haven't yet. I really appreciate it. It really does help it out. It's a little thing. Doesn't cost anything. Just click that like button. I'd really appreciate it as you head out. And other than that, until the next video, stay positive. Be kind to one another.
And be kind to yourself.
We'll see you later.